When a student receives a reading quiz and sees a 70% written at the top, that red ink bleeds into the paper with a very clear message. 30% of the text was missed. But a flat percentage score only measures the volume of missing knowledge. It doesn't explain why the breakdown happened. Did the student struggle because they didn't know the vocabulary? Did they miss an underlying cause and effect relationship? Or did they just guess to get through the text? To improve these skills, educators have to look past the final grade and map the internal process of how a brain builds meaning from a page. This mapping requires breaking the complex act of reading into 6 core cognitive domains. Isolating these specific targets allows teachers to see exactly where a student's process is failing, shifting the focus from merely finishing a text to mastering the ability to read it. We can follow this process through a single paragraph, starting at the most basic surface layer. Watch specific names, dates, or colors illuminate in this text block. This is literal retrieval. These facts drop, forming an interlocking structural base. Alongside this is vocabulary context, deducing unfamiliar words using clues from surrounding sentences. This skill is essential because readers generally need to understand about 95% of the words in a text to naturally comprehend it. If a reader hasn't mastered these 2 foundational domains, their natural reading flow is abruptly interrupted and broken, making it difficult to engage with the deeper layers of the text. Once the surface words are decoded, the brain begins to organize them into a larger structure. Watch this paragraph turn into a chronological flowchart. Sequence and cause tracks explicit timelines and cause and effect links, mapping systemic interactions. From this structure, main idea discovery fades away minor offshoot branches, isolating the core narrative from secondary details. Struggling readers treat a minor detail with the exact same weight as a major plot point, which quickly leads to severe cognitive overload. Mastering these structural domains protects the working memory, allowing a reader to filter out noise and summarize information efficiently. Beyond the explicit structure lies the subtext, the layer where meaning is found in the gaps between the words. Inferential reasoning synthesizes explicit text with a reader's background knowledge. This overlap reveals unspoken feelings or motivations. Finally, through evaluative critique, the reader weighs this new subtext, analyzing author intent and judging if a character's choices are logical. This transition turns the reader from a consumer of information into an active critic who assesses why a story is being told. Reaching this cognitive state provides the mental flexibility required to interpret subtext and abstract concepts across any text they encounter. This framework changes how we view that initial 70% test score. This chart shows how mapping a student's performance against these domains transforms a blanket grade into a high-resolution diagnostic. A student might show a perfect score in literal retrieval, but a severe collapse in inferential reasoning. Educators no longer have to guess why a student is struggling. They can see exactly which specific cognitive domain requires support. This clarity allows teachers to deliver precise, tailored interventions rather than asking a student to blindly reread the entire text. Replacing flat scores with targeted cognitive targets is how we move past simply managing numbers and start building truly independent and confident readers.